As a wise man once said, to understand the future, we have to go back in time. So let me take you back. The year is 1997, and rapper/actor Will Smith, already white hot off the success of Independence Day the year before, cements his superstar status with the sci-fi action comedy Men in Black. That film becomes the biggest hit of the summer as moviegoers flock to go see the crowd-pleasing heroics of a faceless government bureaucracy with zero accountability or transparency, preventing humanity from making vast breakthroughs in our understanding of science and the universe. Jeez, where's WikiLeaks when you need them? In addition to the movie, Will Smith relaunches his then sidelined rap career by performing a theme song to the movie, which will also become inescapably huge that summer and give him the momentum to make his solo music career a smash success for years to come. But it won't last. 5 years later, Men in Black 2, both the theme song and the movie, become huge flops. And with Will's musical relevance already being shredded by his defiantly corny wholesomeness, it comes as a surprise to no one when he abandons hip-hop shortly thereafter. Flash forward to 2012, where Will Smith is putting together the long overdue third movie in the Men in Black franchise. Smith, now a 43-year-old man who hasn't rapped in nearly a decade, is clearly no longer a suitable candidate to write a promotional theme song.
I am getting too old for this.
And so, the king of family-friendly party raps for decades, a man famously proud of his ability to write songs without obscenities, turned his duties over to his obvious successor, a former drug dealer whose first hit was named after the Spanish word for ass.
Let's go!
You know, I really used to think Pitbull was the worst rapper ever, but around about the time I did my first full review of one of his songs, I think I kinda downgraded my hate for him. Pitbull is harmless. He's not good, but there are worse things out there than his brand of stupid party music. And really, he kind of makes sense as a replacement for Will Smith because at some point, there became absolutely nothing threatening about him. I gotta admit, when I found out Pitbull was doing the new Men in Black theme, I honestly got pretty excited for it. So, old and busted, new hotness. And there were a lot of reasons I was looking forward to this. Soundtrack hits, you know, they used to be a big thing, and they were a lot of fun, damn it. And we just don't have them anymore, possibly because of the decline of album sales. Putting together a soundtrack just doesn't make any sense. I guess there are still hit songs from movies, but I can't think of any in the past 10 years that's really tied with the movie it came from. You can't hear Danger Zone without thinking of Top Gun, but Bring Me to Life doesn't make me think of Daredevil, and It Will Rain doesn't make me think of Breaking Dawn. So I was actually looking forward to a real movie theme hit, and with both Men in Black 3 and Pitbull's theme for it doing far better than I expected them to, I figured we should take a look. Now, fitting with Men in Black 3's time travel motif, its theme song is entitled Back in Time, apparently because Pitbull was unaware that a much better time travel movie already stole that title. But regardless, when I finally listened to it, I can only say that my heart filled with delight, because ladies and gentlemen, this song met all my expectations for it. In that it is a complete and utter disaster. In fact, it might be the worst possible theme song for a Men in Black movie conceivable by the human mind. It's a total failure as a pop single, as a rap single, as a theme song, as a promotional time for Men in Black 3. Really, I don't even know where to start.
It's Mr. Worldwide.
Well, I guess a good place to start would be with the sample.
You're gonna send me back to 1969.
Now, since the bulk of Men in Black 3 takes place in 1969, surely we can pull up some of the late 60s vibe. Maybe some Jimi Hendrix, a little Velvet Underground, or some Rolling Stones.
Back in time.
Okay. That song is from... yeah, that's from 1956. That's more than a decade off. Also, that song was pretty definitively claimed by a different movie. And then again, Dirty Dancing was also a movie that didn't know which decade his music was supposed to be from. And this is the chorus. And it plays over and over again, you hear it over again, and they didn't change any of the words. They just plopped the sample right in there. My sweet baby? You're the one? What the living crap does this have to do with Men in Black? Do Agent J and Agent K fall in love in this movie? Not that I'm opposed to watching that. Okay, to be fair, that guitar lick is pretty solid. And if they'd based the whole song around that riff, it could have worked. But for reasons I can't fathom, they swap out the guitar thing for one of the stiffest, dorkiest sounding hip-hop beats I've ever heard. So, the beat sucks, the chorus sucks, and holy crap, we haven't even gotten to Pitbull yet!
Excuse me, baby. No, yeah, you baby. Back. Oh, you groovy, baby.
Groovy, baby.
Oh, groovy, baby.
Okay, already this song is doing nothing but reminding me of movies that aren't Men in Black. And when the chorus is this ridiculously irrelevant, Pitbull is gonna have to make up for it in his lyrics, and he's already behind. But that was just the intro. Let's see what he does in the verses.
Miami equals.
Stop. Time out. One word in, and we're already wrong. Men in Black doesn't go anywhere near Miami. It stays pretty confined to New York. I think you may be thinking of a different Will Smith song, Pitbull. Okay, great. I know you got a rep for your hometown, Pit, but get back on track here.
Miami equals black mask, black gloves.
Stop! Black masks? The MIB aren't bank robbers, Pitbull. They don't wear masks. They never wore masks. And Miami equals
Black suits, white shirts.
I'm pretty sure black masks and suits aren't appropriate clothing for Miami either. What the hell are you talking about? Rap about Men in Black, damn it!
Yeah, move and shake a culture. Bury a border record breaker, won't you?
Right, that's about you.
I'm trying to make $1 billion out of 15 cents. Understand, understood. I'm
Also about you.
give credit where credit is due. Don't you know that I don't give a number two?
And that's a poop joke. Does this song even mention aliens, flying saucers, laser guns, flashy thingies? Pitbull, please demonstrate that you know more than absolute jack squat about what you're rapping about. This song just screams, I don't care about these movies. Hell, it literally screams that.
I don't give a number two.
It stops the song in midstream so that Pitbull can scream a euphemism for shit. As in, this song doesn't know these movies worth a
Number two.
Okay, I guess it does mention the movies a little. He does mention the main characters.
Agent J or Agent K.
Apparently he's even an agent now.
Mr. Worldwide, Agent A, reporting live.
Agent A? Your name begins... Okay, I guess that's after his real name, Armando. I guess he didn't want to be Agent P because, you know, let's preempt the obvious toilet humor, right?
Number two.
Right?
I got the globe, yeah, in the palm of my hand. Wherever I spin it, that's where I land.
It's nice that you've traveled around the world, Pitbull, but you're not writing an Indiana Jones theme. Like, the Men in Black, they basically stay in New York. There's 3 movies and they don't generally leave New York.
Men in Black, I know you understand.
Yeah, I understand. Do you understand? Men in Black is not about you, Pitbull. I mean, this is exactly why the studios rejected your James Bond theme. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, I'm Pitbull. Also James Bond or something. No. Maybe I'm just not listening closely enough. Maybe this song actually is about Men in Black and I'm just not thinking about it hard enough. Let me see.
Don't you know that I don't give a number two?
Okay, that's a reference to the toilet scene in Men in Black 2, right?
Flushed.
Miami equals.
Well, they go to Cape Canaveral in the 3rd one. That's in Florida. It's close. See, it's getting there.
Stop the movement. They can try if they want to. Ignorar los latinos, sí. They can try if they want to.
Okay, we're gonna have to ignore the duplicate rhyme there. But you see, this also has to do with Men in Black. See, that translates as...
Stop the movement. They can try if they want to. Ignorar los latinos, sí. They can try if they want to.
So this song is about the growing power of the Latino demographic. Okay, I got it. I got this one. Okay, so think, what's the very first scene of Men in Black?
Silencio. Déjame hablar.
It's a bunch of Mexicans being caught trying to cross the border illegally, and then the Men in Black step in and let them all go, except the one that's an interplanetary lizard monster.
You fellas can hit the road. Keep on protecting us from the dangerous aliens.
See, with that line, they even mock the INS agents as unnecessary and useless, making the specific comparison between the legitimately dangerous extraterrestrials and the benign, hard-working immigrants. Really, the entire franchise is a defense of the Latino American community. It all makes sense now! What the hell am I talking about? What's the relevance of any of this? What do any of these words mean?
They mean precisely dick.
Okay, well, if this song is a failure as a Men in Black theme, does it work on its own? Maybe I can just buy it as yet another single where Pitbull raps about how much money he makes, with a couple weird Men in Black references thrown in there for who knows why. I mean, Pitbull can at least do that properly, right?
Despite a big loss, I bet it all. Hip-hop bland against the world, Ray Charles.
Oh. Okay, we're still doing this, huh? I'd kind of hoped this was dead. See, this is a style of hip-hop lyric writing where you say a line, and then you add a word or phrase after it that's vaguely related to the previous sentence. I've heard it called punchline rap, which is a misnomer because it's not funny. And I've also heard it called hashtag rap after Twitter hashtags, but that doesn't make any sense either because Twitter doesn't work like that. No one tweets, "Finding out I had herpes was quite a shock, hashtag Pikachu." Anytime anyone uses this style of rap, they're admitting, "I thought I had a setup for a joke here, but I couldn't put it together, so I'm just gonna drop all the words in a wet flop in front of you and let you figure it out." Also, I thought pretty much everyone agreed to stop doing that 2 years ago, so yeah, Pitbull, I guess you really are taking us back in time. No, I don't think it was too much to ask that a Men in Black song be about Men in Black. But then again, maybe a new theme song for Men in Black 3 could never have worked. Maybe Men in Black was a franchise that could only ever sustain one song. That first one pretty much covered everything. I mean, do you remember the theme song from Ghostbusters 2? Of course you don't. You only need one song that's about Ghostbusters, and it's called Ghostbusters. As for what Pitbull wrote, there is no way this could be any worse than it already is. This song is a disaster. It came out as rushed as the ending to Men in Black 3, and it reveals why you don't try to get someone as painfully limited as Pitbull to write about anything but the standard hip-hop bullshit. Pitbull has clearly done everything he can to make this as awful as possible, and there is nothing he could do to make it any worse. Well, maybe one thing. Did someone say dubstep? Wow, I love the way it mixes this 1950s rock and roll song with dubstep. Just melds together so well. This is no longer funny, Dad. Ugh. Will, you gotta help a brother out.
Sorry.
And that concludes my 7-part series about Elvis Costello and the post-punk movement of the late 70s. Thank you all for watching. I'm someone, and I'm out.
But just so we're reminded of the ones who are held back, up front there ought to be a man in black.